Starting out with the second question, I want to mention something very important. Go ahead and go to File, Save As, and save your subset as something that you'll remember. My subset for the project works, but this way we remember that this is our subset, and let's look right here. We have 591. You need to make sure all of your problems have this. Not that your problems have 591, but they have your subset number for the project. If you had 591 as your number, which is possible, you need to make sure that is what you have throughout the remainder of your project. Now we will be using Excel for this one. So open your Excel file. Let's go ahead and create an Excel file. To do that, we're going to go in here to our subset and we are going to select everything. Now there's a few ways of selecting everything. We're going to use Control A. So you can use Control A or Command A, and now we're going to go Edit, Copy with Column Names, and we're going to go into Excel, click right here. We have a new Excel data table. Let me open the one that I already have open. And now I'm going to use Command V or Control V and paste everything in. Now what's great about this is everything is already pasted in and selected at the same time. You don't want to click anything else right now, because now you can simply go to Insert and go to Pivot Table. This will have everything selected for your pivot table, and it'll even put it in a new worksheet. All I went to was Insert Pivot Table once I had everything selected. So I click OK. Now we have a pivot table open. With the pivot table open, we need to look at what we need to create right here. Let's go back to the project. So it says create a table that displays major in the first column and average study time per week in the second column. We need a count of major in the third column. Report the average weekly time spent studying to 2 digits. In your table, identify the major with the most students by making that row bold. So we're making a pivot table bold right here, and let's take a look at this. I won't be doing the same exact thing right here. Let me go ahead and do major. Let's put major into, it's not liking me today. There we go. I'm putting major into the row right there. Let's go back. And study time per week. So let's go ahead right here. Study time per week I won't do. Let's do scholarship amount. So now we have scholarship amount, but I need to put scholarship amount right here. There we go. And I'm going to put major right here again. This gives us a count of major. There we go, count of major. Let's go back and look at it. So it says count of major in the third column. So it needs to be major in the first column. Here's major in the first column. Count of major in the third column, so I'm going to move it down right here, change positions. And then mine has scholarship, but I'm using that one. So I'm just doing something different. I don't want you to copy exactly what I'm doing. But we have scholarship amount in here. And I think it wants average. Let's see here, average. So we go to the value field setting right here. I don't want the sum. I'm going to go to value field setting and change this to average. So we have the average scholarship amount per major. We have the count of each major. And yeah, we have each type of major. Now, one thing you'll notice is the majors aren't, well, is this one we cleaned? Nope, this doesn't have everything cleaned. Oh no, these people have no scholarships. But with this in mind, you'll see people with like one, but supply chain management and management, well, they're managing supply chain management and management. So there are some typos in here from people because this was data entered in by individuals. So you see a lot of these ones. With that in mind, you might see something a little bit odd. Who knows? But we have created the pivot table right here. It wants us to report the average weekly time spent in 2 digits. So I need to report something in 2 digits. So I'm going to select up here in this column right here. Let's go to Format Cells. And let's go to Number. Use decimals, 2 decimals. So I could change it to 1 decimal if I wanted, or 2. And now everything's changed to 2 decimals. And I think that is what it wants. It says, report the average weekly time spent studying in 2 digits. Good. So I have everything reported here in 2 digits. That was up here at the top. I right-clicked and I formatted the cells and I changed the number to decimal places. So now everything is in 2 digits. Great. Let's see what else it wants. 2 digits. Da, 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 da. In your table, identify the major with the most students by making that row bold. So now let's scroll right here. Let's look for the one with the highest major. We could sort, the highest scholarship amount. Looks like environmental science. Wow, those people are getting a lot of money. Is there anything higher than 17,000? 20,000. Language and world business, 20,000. There's just one person with that, though. 20,000 looks to be the highest. Sort around by that. And in the interest of, let's see here, I'll make this bold. Went to home, made it bold. You could also highlight. It doesn't say to do that, but I don't know. I think if I was reporting something, I would also highlight it too. Let me deselect this. Deselect. One thing you can do is use snipping tool again. So we're going to go to snipping tool. I still have the previous snip open. I would take a snip right here. Kind of shows the top of it. And then what I would do is I would come down here and I would connect to it. Let's see. So you would need to save that first picture. And then I would connect to it. Wow, how did it catch that? I guess because I'm running multiple programs. So let's put this over to the side right here. Okay, it didn't catch it that time. I don't know. I've never seen it actually catch the snipping tool snip thing. It's catching it again. I think it's because I'm actually recording a video while doing this. Really weird. If you have the same problem, move the snipping tool thing over here to the side and then create a new snip. That way you're not catching the snipping tool snip thing. So what I would do is I would then connect these pictures. I would save them into my Word file and connect them so I could see the top of it. But generally we're just making sure you did this. This is the more important picture right here, showing the one that you've bolded. I, of course, highlighted it too. I think that brings extra attention to it. If someone counts off because you highlighted it, well, I don't know why they would. It's not a big deal. It's just bringing extra attention to it, and you have bolded it. I can't imagine someone counting off so much. Just be like, oh, they highlighted it instead of bolding it. Well, they did bold. So actually, truthfully, as I think this over, I would hate for someone, because I'll tell my graders, but if you're not in my class, you might not want to highlight this. Sorry, I'm giving you an extra 2 seconds worth of work here, but your grader might be like, oh, they highlighted it instead of bolding it, but you've actually done both at this point. Don't want you to do something that would have you lose any points here, so maybe don't highlight it, but you could write, I highlighted and bolded it, and then, I don't know. But I think it's great to highlight it. Yes, with that in mind, we've made a good table here. Once again, my table is not your table. My table does not represent what we do on this assignment, but it represents how to do this assignment. So if you were to just take screenshots of this, you would get the wrong answers right here. You need to actually go in, do your own work, and yeah, you'll be great. Take some good screenshots, throw them into your Word document, use snipping tool or Command-Shift-4, and you'll be on your way. Good luck.